Hey, this is Skullgirdle, and welcome to Goth Is Political, as notated by the title of this video. And I know there are some people who think that goth is not political and they hate politics, etc., etc., and I personally believe that they are wrong. I believe, based on our origins, where we come from, the punk scene, the glam rock scene, starting in the gay clubs, etc., that goth is intrinsically political. We have a philosophy that is shared by most of us. It is anti-fascist, it is inclusive. Some of us are better being inclusive than others, but it is certainly not built on hate. It's built on a communal love of the music that we listen to. And if you look up political goth songs, you're going to find hundreds. Hundreds. Back in the 80s, we used to call the androgyny, etc., gender bending. We started in the gay clubs. It was a safe haven for us. And today, we're lucky enough to have some labels that can help people feel a sense of normalcy about themselves. And I'm grateful for that. But they're all at risk. And you're like, oh, don't be so histrionic. No. It's time for histrionics. Some of us were histrionic before the Trumpster fire administration, and it's just getting worse and worse. Everybody who isn't a cishet white man in the U.S. is in danger. Especially and exceptionally trans people and immigrants. Especially and exceptionally immigrants of a darker skin tone. Immigrants from Latin America. There are now, the last I saw the news, and that's what I've been doing instead of listening to music. I made myself listen to an album so I could calm down enough to make this video because I'm so enraged I don't know if I can keep my act together long enough to get through 5 minutes. But the last thing I saw for immigrants, wow, just did my, oops, I'm in opposite world. For immigrants was that the U.S. is revoking legal status for 500 and something thousand people, 500 and something thousand people from Cuba, Nicaragua, and I forget the other two. Oh, piss y'all. Anyway, you get my point. A, read the news. And B, this is a time for us to lift each other up. We got to protect each other, y'all. We have to stand up for each other if we want to survive this. Because unfortunately, large parts of the world take their cues from the U.S. I desperately hope that that's not the case. Because the hate and vile vindictiveness with which the U.S. is being run today is disgusting. I am horrified. I wish I could say I was surprised. I wish I could say that we didn't see this coming. It's the speed I didn't see coming. Honestly, it's the speed that I did not see coming. So, as goths, we in general, most subcultures, countercultures, whatever, have, if not a very specific set of beliefs, a very related set of beliefs. And for us, that's been inclusion. I mean, some of us do it better than others. Anti-fascism, human rights. I was going to say humanism, but that's not the same thing as human rights. And acceptance of alternate religions, different ways of living, different sexualities, different genders, different backgrounds, different cultures, different skin tones. I was lucky enough to be in an area that had different skin tones. In fact, I discovered the goth world and industrial music in specific from a black woman. So people of color have always been in this scene, counterculture, subculture for me. We need to do better just across the board. Let's lift up everyone. But y'all, we got to take care of our immigrants, our LGBTQIA++, each other, our non-cishet white men, and you know what? Even looking strange is going to come into call for a reason for who knows what. Immigrants, I mean, I feel I am actually an immigrant. What's happening with immigrants in the U.S. right now, these are humanitarian crimes as far as I'm concerned. There is no due process. I would suggest if you're not from the U.S., or if you're traveling the U.S., if you're not in the U.S., from the U.S., don't go there. I don't mean if you're not from the U.S., don't go there. You're going to be welcomed by a lot of people. But it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And I am disgusted that I have to say that. I don't need everybody to agree with me, but I do need everybody to be civil, because this is not my job. This is a hobby. This is something I do. It's my service to the goth community, and partly it's just me saying what I want to say and being who I'm gonna be, etc. I don't make any money off of it, but I think that it's important that we stand up for each other. I do think at this time, it's time for us white folks to really stand up and put our bodies in the way. Take some risk. We have it easy. We have a lot of comfort. Take a risk. Stay informed and share, because there is so much going on right now in the U.S. And most of what I'm saying is aimed at the U.S. Okay, y'all, that's where I'm from. But there is so much going on. I have spent 8 to 10 hours a day for the last... When was January 20th? Has it been, it's been 2 months. Watching and listening and consuming news just to keep up. I hadn't been listening to even my favorite music very much at all. And finally today I listened to an album, Devil in the Universe, gotta love it. And you see I've got my male tears. Hello. But I did that just to calm myself down, because I'm just enraged. And once I'm done with this video, I'm going to go back to being enraged and probably consuming more media, small independent media. For me personally, I've been watching Democracy Now!, Occupy, Democrats, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Bernie Sanders. I mean, those are obvious. I love that they're on a tour. I can't even remember. Rachel Maddow. Oh, I'm forgetting someone. Brian Cohen? The Midas Touch. Adam Mockler. Just small independent news. And checking the AP, Reuters, The Guardian, NPR, BBC, Al Jazeera, Euronews, because I'm trying to keep up with Europe too. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And it's painful, and I understand if people don't want to keep up with the news. But the very smallest thing you can do is share it to make sure that people stay informed. Stand up for the people around you. Let those around you who are the most affected, the most vulnerable, let them know that you are there for them. Provide a safe place. And if you go to protest, shut the fuck up. If you take any ID, take a photocopy. Leave your cell phone at home. Do what you need to do. If you're going to go to protest, be as safe as you can. Other things you could do. You could paste up flyers. You could print them out of stories, people who have been disappeared, and put them up. Missing flyers. Little things to remind people all the time not to be complacent. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time, and if I haven't recommended anything goth recently, a little bit of synth pop male tears. I've got the Clown Babies shirt on. I support you unless you're a fascist or a racist or a xenophobe. And support each other, tell each other you love each other, and keep up with it, y'all. Keep heart, stay strong, and just do your best. So hey, thanks for watching.